Welcome to our channel Skiller Learning. Let's test your knowledge of Entra Application Access Management. Are you ready? Let's go. Question 1. You register a new app that will access data in a web API secured by Microsoft Entra. You want to issue a client secret that expires after 1 year. Where do you configure this? The correct answer is Certificates and Secrets blade of the app registration. As client secrets are created under the Certificates and Secrets section of an app registration in Entra ID. Question 2. You register a new API in Microsoft Entra and need to expose a scope named orders.readwrite. Where do you configure this scope? The correct answer is under the Expose an API blade of the API's app registration. As scopes for a custom API are defined in the Expose an API section of the API's own app registration. Question 3. Your application requires user read all delegated permission. However, end users see a need admin approval prompt. What is the most effective way to address this? The correct answer is have an administrator grant admin consent for the permission in the app registration. As permissions like user read all require admin consent before they can be used by all users in the tenant. Question 4. You want to allow a user to grant consent for a low privilege delegated permission but require admin approval for high privilege ones. What Microsoft Entra feature do you configure? The correct answer is User Consent Settings under Enterprise Applications. As user consent settings in Entra allow you to configure which scopes regular users can consent to and which require admin approval. Question 5. Your company purchased a third-party SaaS app. The app is listed in the Microsoft Entra gallery. What's the most straightforward way to integrate single sign-on? The correct answer is use the existing app from the Enterprise Applications gallery. As gallery apps already have built-in SSO templates for quicker integration. Question 6. You register a new client application that will call a web API. What must you configure to obtain an OAuth 2.0 token? The correct answer is redirect URI and client secret or certificate. As OAuth 2.0 clients require a redirect URI and credentials, secret or certificate, to obtain a token. Question 7. You define a scope invoices read in your API app registration. What is the next step so client apps can request this scope? The correct answer is configure the scope in the Expose an API blade and add it to the client's API permissions. As scopes must be defined under Expose an API and then granted under API permissions in the client application. Question 8. An app is assigned delegated user.readwrite all. End users cannot consent. What's the most probable cause? The correct answer is delegated permissions require admin consent. As scopes like user.readwrite all require admin consent, not just user consent. Question 9. When you register an application in Microsoft Entra, what is automatically created? The correct answer is a service principal in the home tenant. As every app registration automatically has a service principal created in its home tenant to represent its identity. Question 10. Your team needs to rotate the secret for a service principal without downtime. What's the most appropriate best practice? The correct answer is add a new secret and update all consumers before deleting the old one. As always, use a dual secret rotation approach so services do not lose access. For more such videos, please like and subscribe our channel Skiller Learning.